Hi angels, welcome back to my channel. So we're going to be looking into what is coming towards you. So we have pile 1, pile 2 and pile 3. Okay, pile 1, you are the Six of Wands. Let's go ahead and see what is coming towards you at this time. So I feel like you're about to walk into a lot of conquered energy. You're about to receive a lot of recognition, but it's not just a recognition in terms of being seen and like success, right? It is true, like I have conquered the energy, like I have conquered what I have been working hard towards. You've been working hard on something. You've been really preparing for a lot of changes, and you're ready to receive. You're ready to receive the knowledge. You're ready to receive success. You're ready to be more than you have always felt limited to. And with the Five of Wands, because the Five of Wands comes before the Six of Wands, to make that clear, it feels like you went from the Five of Wands to the Six of Wands by truly trusting yourself. Like you have been putting in the work. So you have this like aligned action that is within you. You're moving towards new changes around your future. So what I'm hearing is you are about to walk into a new path, or you're going to start to feel more aligned and motivated with what it is that you want. You are speaking up for what it is that you want, not just to other people. Again, this feels like holding a microphone to self. Like I'm showing up for me. It is not about who I'm performing to. It is about what I'm doing. Like I'm speaking to myself. And I'm seeing that, you know, the Christmas film Elf, you know, when she's singing in the shower, that is what I see. I see you singing in the shower, but it's like, I don't realize that anyone else is around me. Now, it is going to require some form of death for you. It's going to require rebirth. It's going to require you to let go of this anxiousness. I feel like my words are wobbling a little bit because you're nervous about something, or you've been nervous about stepping into the role that you want to move forwards, like what you actually want to do when it comes to making money, or having the future that feels aligned with you. You have been sitting and limiting yourself in spaces that don't fit for you anymore. And you're looking for something more. You're looking for that spark. You are about to start waking up and feeling aligned. It's going to require some more work. Okay, it's not just like click of the fingers, it's mine. But you've been missing some sort of passion or purpose around your life. And you're going to start to receive energy towards that. So it may be realizing that what I'm actually growing, I'm bored of, or I've completed what I needed to do here. So now it's time for me to increase my knowledge, or now it's time for me to follow and experience life, to go on an adventure. You're ready for expansion. Does that make sense? Apparently the Three of Cups wanted to come out. So this may require you to let go of everyone else's perception. Six of Wands, seeking validation from others. You're about to start moving and doing things that align with you, opposed to being like, what is everyone else doing? Or how does that person run their business? Why can't I do that? You see what I'm saying? It's like your vision and your energy is truly changing. And it may require some isolation. It may require you to work alone for a little bit. And you may need to say no to some people or to some events here. There may be some things cancelled in your life or delayed. But that is because you're about to start walking into a more aligned energy. King of Swords. You're about to start awakening to this need of like, I need to show up for myself. I need to stop holding myself back, or the knowledge that I have. You're going to be required to work and do more for you. Now, for some of you, you're going to be required to stand up for what you believe in, opposed to what you think you should be doing. Maybe it's a routine, or maybe it's a scale. I'm hearing scale of a business. You've always had this outlook to what your future should look like, but you're no longer feeling like that. Okay, it is going to change. You are becoming the leader that you need to be. You're about to start gaining a higher position. I'm telling you, period. Okay, Page of Wands. There is a new quest beginning for you. This new search of life. But you need to go through this so you can gain the understanding and the knowledge that it takes to sit in a position of power. Some of you may have also been sitting in the energy of control as well. This could be needing to pivot and move. It's time to pivot. 2025 is all about pivoting the energy. It's all about creating a sense of stability that aligns with us, not where we feel like we need to be. So you may need to give up something here. It could be a position at work, or it could be an idea, you know, something may fall through, I'm telling you, an event or a project, but it needs you to go on this solo journey, and you can't take everyone with you. So if you have friends where it's like, I either move with them or I don't, like if I'm not with them, I miss out, they may not be the friends for you, okay? Or if you have to step on a few toes, you have to. But you need to go on this journey alone. You need to do it for yourself, because I see you wanting to speak about this, or you wanting to share like, hey, like, this is the spiritual knowledge that I've gained. Like, do you understand what it means to upgrade your subconscious? And those people may be like, girl, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. I don't care. But you better bite that shit, okay? Because the energy is for you to level up. I love and appreciate you, Pearl 1. I hope that was helpful. Okay, Pearl 2, you are the Two of Swords. I was about to say the Queen of Swords then. So some of you are really in this like very driven mentality. So I feel like with this crossroads energy, you have some new options and decisions that are going to come towards you. Neither is bad, neither is good. It's all about what you want. Because even with that Queen of Swords energy that I mentioned, it feels like you need to start trusting your own intuition and value. And if you feel like you can't do that, that is because you're not trusting yourself and your voice. You aren't supposed to know every detail about what is going to come when you make a decision at a crossroads. You are supposed to take the information that you need and move forwards with it. You can't plan for everything in life. You may find some struggle with that, okay? You may feel like you don't know what is right for you coming up. But here's the thing, it doesn't matter what decision you make. What is meant for you will always find you. It does not matter if you choose to go B instead of A. Because if that person is at the other side of B, they will find you. It doesn't matter if you choose it easy or a hard path. You will find it. You will find what you need. And I'm seeing the numbers 888. Your destiny is very important. You have decisions to make around a love situation, a partnership, and if it's truly serving you. You do need to kind of allow the energy and breakthrough to happen so you can have a clear analysis on this. The thing with the crossroads, a lot of people have a crossroads presented to them and think immediately they have to make a decision or they're going to die. And that's not necessarily the case. Eventually we have to make a decision, but you need to allow yourself to process away from illusion, because there is something here around either a relationship. This could be twin flame right now. Okay, there is a lot of mirrored energy happening. Or if it's not twin flame, it is people, and it is like the other side of success. It is the other side of the thing that you want at the crossroads. But you may be lost in illusion at this time. You may be lost in materialism, in love and affection, and well, what a person is and what you know them to be. But they may not be showing up as that. Or that thing, that success that you want may not even be important. You know how many times I've changed what I've wanted to do? Because when it came to actually receiving that energy, it didn't even matter, because I wasn't even supposed to have it anyway. So I feel like you need to take some time to process at this crossroads. You need to take a step back and step out of this illusion. You've got your head in the clouds because you're trying to hold on to this idea of love, or this idea of options and materialism, this thing of like missing out. You don't want to miss out, or you don't want to lose. But who's the real loser? If you don't take the time to really understand what it is that you actually want. And you know what it is? I'll be so real with you, pal, too. Until you actually start to release these limitations and get to your authentic energy and self, you never really know what's right for you. Before I actually spent the time getting to know myself and actually stop running from all that I was fearing, I couldn't ever make aligned decisions because I didn't even know who I was. And you may not know who you are, or you may not understand why this limitation is happening. So if you don't understand it, how can you make a decision to be with this person? Or how can you make a decision to put your eggs all into one basket because you think the idea of it would be amazing? Or you think this person does show up that way? And I feel like, I'll be so honest, there is a bit of a like ego trip happening for you, but there's also a bit of like realization that is being brought to your attention. You are being shown the truth for a reason, because they want you to start making sense of this. You see this energy of like the water. Say what you want about the King of Cups, okay? I don't always like the King of Cups, but when he is upright, he can see clearly through the water and the intention. At least he has his own cup. But if you are constantly looking for other cups to fulfill you, you are always going to be on this pedestal of being at a crossroads and having to make decisions in life that you don't even know what to make. And I feel like it's time for you to, like, listen, there is a reason you are blindfolded. It's because you need to stop looking at things from face value and what a person has shown you or what the energy is showing you. And you need to trust your own energy. You need to trust your own intuition. You need to start being guided by your truth. And if you don't feel like you know your truth, then that is a sign to go and do some shadow work. That is a sign to understand what is it that I actually want. Does this person even align with the values that I want? And why do I even want those values in the first place? A lot of the times we think we want a person or we want something, but really that was just a mirage of what we were truly running from. It's like walking in the desert a little bit. So coming towards you, you are going to have to break away these illusions. You need to be looking in the mirror. There is death coming for you, because there's only so long that you can run on this pedestal of life, of constantly never feeling enough or never feeling satisfied with what you have. And it's only when you have true satisfaction over your own energy, your true control over your own emotions, where you are balanced, that you can create a long-term effect in your life. You can actually create something worth value. You need to be in the energy of self-mastery at this time. So coming towards you, there is going to be a lot of endings to situations and you're going to feel very stuck. But through self-healing and through self-reflection, looking in the mirror and seeing what that limitation is and getting to the root of why that is there. Maybe it's a childhood wound. Maybe it's a lack of self-esteem. You can actually begin to end the things in your life that are no longer meant for you. And you know what can happen? You can rebirth and master actually what is. I love and appreciate you. I hope that was helpful. Okay, pile 3. You are the King of Cups. So let's go ahead and see what is coming towards you. So I feel like you're about to start rebuilding yourself and your business, or you're about to start rebuilding a foundation. Now, the energy of the beetle really stands out to me here, okay? Anubis energy. I feel Hades energy coming through as well. For some reason, they want me to use this deck, but for everyone else, I was using this one, okay? Some of you, there is a lot to learn around your self-esteem and your balance and what you're creating. So I feel Anubis, I feel Hades, I feel a lot of this masculine energy, maybe working with the father wound as well, or working with Saturn, Satan for some of you. Baph, okay, Baphomet, like that, Lucy, Lucifer. There is a lot of like male deities coming through to help you transform this real Loki as well, okay? We are not leaving you out. But there is a lot of these old gods coming through towards you to help you rebuild your masculine presence in alignment with your feminine energy, okay? Which basically means you're learning to actually work towards things that you want in a lot more of a strategic and successful way, while also learning to receive and have patience and allow things to come towards you. So I feel like with the King of Pentacles, you're rebuilding firstly your dream of what you want your business to look like, or what you want your success to look like. Coming towards you is going to be a lot of knowledge. I also see Jesus coming through for some of you, and there is particularly something about the thorn crown around his head, okay? Around maybe resurrection as well, Easter time. But it's about that scorn, like those thorns of scarcity in the mind. There is something very symbolic around that, okay? And I feel like it is almost this energy of like, you have been subconsciously reprogrammed to certain beliefs, and you are going to be working through them. And it's weird because I can't really explain it too much. It is something that you have to go through, they're saying. It is something that you are going to be delivered signs on. Maybe it is upgrading a better subconscious, or it's understanding why you have that belief in the first place. Why don't you feel like your business is successful? There is going to be a lot of demolishing before there is rebirth. Okay, I almost feel like Hades energy coming through here to talk about that energy of death and having nothing. There are important lessons that you have learnt and are learning about what it means to have nothing and have not a foundation. Kind of like how in death you are no longer here, you're no longer visible, but your spirit can go on. So there are important lessons around endings. But again, you can really reshape your mind through endings. And the energy of death is going to be a beautiful process, even with Anubis. I see those stone rocks. I don't know what they're called. I'll be so real. But I'm seeing those stone rocks, okay? Yeah, I don't know what they're called, to be honest. But whoever that is linked to, whatever lineage, I can't remember. But maybe Scotland is what I'm seeing. What is that film, Brave? I'm seeing Brave as well. So there is something around a lot of mythology that may come in useful to see as signs or processing and understanding what I'm talking about. But you need to understand and appreciate the energy of like the mummification of the body as well. Again, it is like bringing death, but also giving it life in the same breath. It's beautiful. There are layers. They're showing me Shrek as well. So you may have, we saw that Queen of Pentacles earlier as well. It's funny, they don't want me to use that deck anymore. I don't know why. But there is something important around this Queen of Pentacles that we saw. The Nine of Pentacles just fell. So something is falling into your lap and it fucking is successful. I love that for you. I love that. So you see that energy there, the way I changed decks, right? It's almost as if once you understand the messages that are coming towards you about really raising your vibration and building a foundation that you love and deserve, you are going to have to shed things that no longer work. And now this deck is not important because I understand the energy of death. I understand the energy of having nothing. So now I can receive and create something. You are someone that is supposed to be very multifunctional, or be an entrepreneur when it comes to your business. You are supposed to achieve very, very big in this life. You are going to be planting seeds worldwide, okay? But it is a process. It is about learning. You are destined to be very successful. Your success may come at the energy of a partnership as well, giving kind of like Hades and Persephone energy, okay? But even the mirror of like masculine and feminine energy, like I told you, yes. I see cherries, tomatoes, okay? Learning to plant seeds. Maybe you're going to be learning about plants with Hades as well, coming towards you. There is new perception coming in. What did I literally say? your subconscious energy is going to rebirth. You are going to start seeing things that you didn't already see. And again, it's not so much like I can tell you, where it's like, basically you're going to be learning about this, this, and this in money. I can through the cards, of course, and psychically, but it's something that I'm not going to say, because you need to go through it. And you need to make some time to sit down and learn about these wounds that you feel. If you don't feel successful or coming up, you are just like, I want something new for myself. You are going to need to sit down and get to the root of why you feel you can't have it, to be able to learn something new, or working with deities and gods to be able to produce something. But again, it is very symbolic, the energy of planting a seed. If you don't take the time to check the soil, make sure it's the right season to plant things, and learn how to plant altogether, how are you ever going to have successful crops? So you are going to be learning about how to plant money, how to save, how to nurture what it is that you're growing, even when you feel unsuccessful. Now, what I'm being shown, apart from the deities that I mentioned to you, right? You may have some other coaches or people coming through to give you the motivation. Maybe it's motivational videos or quotes, or just like someone talking about how like you're doing this. You're creating the partnerships. You know, the advice that you really feel like you need, you are going to get through an external source as well. But it's because you're aligning with your energy, okay? So I don't feel like I need to shuffle anymore, but we're going to honor this message. So there seems to be a little bit of conflict here coming through. Now, I feel with a person, for one, but it may mirror some emotions for you. A lot of your like money challenges and your success may come from mirrored people. It may come from other people making you feel like you were never good enough. Maybe it's a relationship, or again, it's a father wound. It is something that you subconsciously gained growing up. There are wounds that are going to come out and mirror through people at this time, but it is going to teach you about how to really resolve that conflict within you. And it's going to allow you to empower yourself to the point where you don't have to be emotionally controlled when it comes to creating something that you want. Because I feel like your feminine energy may have, even your masculine energy, there is this energy of like grudges or holding on to conflict that may be stopping your business level mind or your masculine energy from truly thriving. And because you're always consumed by conflict, or you're holding on to other people's shit, you can't build for yourself. And you're going to learn what it means for someone to plant their seed and to have the right people helping you nurture this garden. I learned something recently that was like, you don't get any extra rewards for doing it yourself. So there is a bit of a challenge coming through with people. I see like a Rubik's Cube as well. But it's like you're going to get through. You know, with the Rubik's Cube, you have to try a few times. You are going to get the strategy to be able to do it. And the more that you practice it, the more that you are going to be able to do it quickly. You're going to be able to shock people. But you're also going to be able to gain that piece of knowledge that you accomplished something. So this is your story about accomplishing something. I love this next chapter for you. I will see you in the next one.